Test.
So, glad to be
you guys
here.
didn't get to hear that horrible joke.
Glad to be here. That's okay.
Congratulations.
That's okay. Glad to be here. So, yesterday was the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The big game.
God works in mysterious ways. Yes, he does. Yeah, he works in mysterious ways. Thank you.
And it's okay. And
okay, all right.
To quote my friend,
no,
Inga from Sweden.
Your friend from Sweden.
Yes, Inga.
Inga
from Sweden.
Yes, Inga.
Yesterday's game was aborting.
Okay, all right.
I thought it would be better this time. The second time after you do
the delivery was actually worse. The delivery was worse the second time. You had a second chance at it.
Inga from Sweden.
It sounds Italian. That's your Swedish sounds Italian. That's what it sounds. That's a boy. That's a slice of meatball. Yes, yeah.
Maybe I need to say she's Italian.
No, just don't do it.
I'm gonna get this joke over one day.
Do it.
My mother laughs at that all the time.
Your mother loves you. She loves you with all her heart. Bless your soul.
So yesterday was the big game.
Yes, it was the biggest game of the year.
And I don't know how excited other people were about it.
Don't put exciting and that game in the same sentence.
Before the game started.
Oh, anticipation.
Anticipation was there.
Yes.
It's in Atlanta.
Woo!
It's a party city.
Yes.
People were excited.
The Black Hollywood.
That's what it is. I think the parties were more lit than the actual game.
Yes, it was. In true Atlanta football fashion, the whole spectacle around the game was way more important than the actual game. The game was, anticlimactic, I guess would be the right word to describe what the Super Bowl was. Because we had seen the best game all year with the Rams and the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, that Monday night game.
Yeah, so this was a defensive struggle. This was the ugliest. Serves you right, football, for changing all those offensive rules and making it so hard to play defense. The Rams played excellent defense throughout that game, except for maybe one or two plays. Yeah. Listen, the Patriots are who they are, man. And
what does that mean, though?
What does that mean? It means that they are a model of consistency.
Yeah,
they've been doing this for as far as many of you can remember. That a football, like it's when's the last time the Patriots weren't good? Think about it.
Okay,
like 2000, we won it. The Ravens won the Super Bowl, and then Patriots for the rest of the time. And us.
So this is truly a dynasty.
It is. It's sustained excellence is the definition of dynasty. Then yes,
yeah,
the Patriots. You need to put a picture of them in the dictionary.
But the Patriots dynasty is not without share of taints.
Okay.
It's a tainted dynasty.
It's a tainted dynasty, and heavy is the head that wears the crown.
So why did they have the issue with the camera that time when they was taping somebody?
Because if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Okay, I wish the Baltimore Ravens would be so successful at stealing plays, and maybe we'd have a little bit of super. Where's your initiative, John Harbaugh? You want to copy everything else that the New England Patriots do? Copy that. Let's get some
victories.
Get some initiative in here. Yeah, man. I mean, listen. At this point, what would be the point? I feel like if you didn't recognize what they are at this point, which is the greatness, you are hating. It's no way around it. You cannot. There is no way around what the New England Patriots have been for the last 20 some odd years.
Okay, that is probably true.
It's very true. As a Ravens fan, it's hard to say.
But I will say this: what about the issue with the Deflate Gate? What about that?
Deflate Gate. They had I guess it's proven that a football is easier to throw when it's deflated, right? Mm-hmm. So they were playing with the same football that they were playing the Indianapolis Colts that game, right?
Right.
They playing the same football, right? Okay. So what I mean, I don't. They still had to run those plays. They still had to execute.
Yeah.
There was still 48. What is it? 60-minute ball game. They had to play. Mm-hmm. However many was it? I don't know the minutes. It is 48.
I think 60.
60. It's 15 minutes. Yeah, 15-minute quarters. Yeah, 60-minute ball game. I don't listen. Those are all things that are a little sprinkled on here and there. They had to play those games. They won those games.
Now here's the final thing, and I don't know how you're going to be able to contend with this.
Okay.
the referees and the league and the commentators are all pulling for the Patriots on every game.
They're pulling for the Patriots.
Yes, they don't call obvious plays. In the fourth quarter, there was an obvious pass interference call that did not happen. And then right after that, he throws an interception.
Human error. Okay? Nobody made him throw that interception. The referees are human beings.
That's true.
Just like the referees are human beings, just like the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams are. I do not expect them to get every call right. It adds to the lore of the game. Sometimes the referee will miss a call, and and when those kind of things happen, then you change the rules so that those things can't happen anymore. So they're saying the next year you'll be able to review questionable penalty calls or calls that should have been penalties and not.
That's good.
Okay, and that helps that. Okay?
That does.
But shout out to maybe half of my picks would be right if they hadn't made that call wrong. But it just
you probably would have. Yes,
I went 0 for 2. I went 0 for 2. I picked the Saints and the Chiefs, and we got the Rams and the Patriots. But had they not robbed the Saints, maybe the Saints would have been in the Super Bowl.
I think that yesterday was a big result of the Rams were too young to be there.
Too young.
Because had the Saints been there, then we would have seen a good ball game.
Yeah, made some second half. I really believe Sean Payton would have made some second half adjustments and be able to get that ball in.
Because there were no adjustments made.
They could not do anything against that Patriots defense, man. Yeah. And shout out to Bill Belichick.
It's like a stalemate.
He just takes away what you want to do, and he just continuously did it. They were able to get the ball down the field, but every time they got the ball down the field, when it got to the point of attack, the Patriots were destroying the Rams receivers.
We do understand that
they couldn't bring the ball down.
They did not score a touchdown
at all, man.
I thought the game was going to be 6-3.
Yeah, man, and it was trending that way. It was really looking that way. Thank God for Gronk.
Yeah,
and there was nothing else that was going on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Man. It was a defensive game, and that's what I said. And that serves you right, NFL, for making all those offensive rules. And then the biggest spectacle of the year is a defensive struggle. Ha! That's what you get. Should have had the Saints in there.
So halftime.
Yes,
halftime. We saw a show. Maroon 5.
Maroon 5. Big Boy. One half of Outkast
with
and
surprise guest
Travis Scott. Straight up. Sleepy Brown?
Yes. I was surprised. Pleasantly surprised to see him.
Sleepy Brown was in there. Yeah. Shout out to the Dungeon family.
Wouldn't you have, do you think that the place would have erupted if Andre had graced us with his presence on that stage?
Man, yes. It would have been a great moment in TV history.
That would have been great.
It would have been dope.
Wish that happened.
It wasn't going to happen.
I know, but I wish, because a lot of people were still saying, like, who is Big Boy? Like, if they had said Outkast.
When he came out and did The Way You Move, I was like, oh shit, he does have songs. He's got hits. He's got songs that people that everybody know.
I was like this.
But I was thinking, like, what non-Outkast songs could he do to still be relevant? And he did. He held his own.
He did.
I just felt like it didn't pop.
The whole show?
It fell flat for me. Now,
you didn't like it?
Oh, time out. I love Maroon 5. I love Travis Scott, and I love Big Boy.
Yeah.
But what it was, it felt like the energy wasn't there. Now, I was singing along. I loved all the songs. I thought it was a great performance, but I feel like it didn't resonate with people who weren't fans of Maroon 5. If you weren't a fan of Maroon 5, it was just...
So, I'm not a fan of Maroon 5.
Okay, yeah.
I did not know any Maroon 5 songs prior to the thing.
All that shit,
But here's the thing. When the songs came on, I was like, oh, I didn't know they did that song.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they did. I knew all the songs, but I didn't know they were their songs.
Yeah, you didn't know
I just heard the songs all the time.
He got hits. There's a reason he's sitting in that chair.
Clearly, the voice.
Yeah, the voice. Yeah.
So, I thought that he felt that the performance was getting away from him. So he had to take his shirt off.
Take his shirt off. Listen,
to distract people.
If you know anything about Adam Levine, sir, that shirt was coming off regardless.
Oh, that's how he rolled?
Yes, that is the Adam.
That's my first time seeing him perform.
Yeah, that's the Adam Levine move. Yeah, that shirt was coming off. It was whether or not he was going to keep it on for the Super Bowl. That was the question.
Okay, so the football staff knew.
Football be damned. No, I don't know if they knew, but football be damned. Adam Levine's taking the shirt off. That's what's going to happen out here.
Well, I thought it was a good performance. I liked the way they weaved in Travis Scott and Big Boy. It was different.
Was it really?
I thought it was different. It was different.
I mean, hip hop to me
it was the best part of the Super Bowl because the game itself was
I felt like
anticlimactic.
everything about the performance was cool. It just felt like the Travis Scott.
It was too fast.
It didn't pop for me. It didn't. It was like
that's because you know why. I was hoping you was gonna say it, but clearly you ain't gonna say it, so I'll say it.
What was you gonna say?
You wanted Drake to be there.
What?
If Drake had done his verse,
do you get these things? No, I didn't need Drake to be there. Travis Scott could have done any slew of songs. I like Travis Scott.
That was good.
Yeah, Sicko Mode was the song to do, and I like Travis Scott's verses on those songs. I just felt
he got
like
good verses.
when he first came out, it was just like
because it started in the song in the middle. He started the song in the middle. That's what I'm saying. Had the song started from the beginning,
I felt
and
like
Drake's part came on because Travis Scott's part is a hype part.
But they didn't even need to have Drake there. They could have had okay. If I was running it right, if I was running the Super Bowl, this is what I would have did. Okay. First of all, you don't have Maroon 5 dry asses start. You don't have them start. They don't have real stadium rocking songs.
That's true.
You have Travis Scott open that shit up, right? But you have him, boom, flat stage, right? Boom, lights is out. And then boom, lights come on, right? And then you can just play Drake's vocals. And as Drake's vocals play, Travis Scott rises out of stage like Michael Jackson. See that boom? Summer's and
I think do that, right? I like that, but why not have him come through the crowd on the horse?
That's dope. But that's dangerous. That's insurance. That's liability. Can't do that. Too many people out there as children, so you can't do that. So you have them come out the stage, and then as the beat drops,
rise up.
Yeah, rise up out the stage, and then when the beat drops, boom. Then you go into sicko mode.
That would have been hot.
That shit would have been tough, right?
That would have been hot.
Then you slow it down. You bring Adam Levine out. Maybe he sings Drake's part. Maybe you can have Adam Levine sing Drake's part. That should have been dope. Have him sing that. Travis Scott come out. Boom. You scrub. Here comes Big Boy. We got to put some Atlanta in here. We sprinkle his ass in there. Get Big Boy out of there because he shouldn't be there anyway. And then you go. And then you close out Maroon 5.
So
that's how they should have.
Do you give them any credit for wanting to have an Atlanta legend on the stage being in Atlanta?
They threw it.
Because had they been in New Orleans, Big Boy wouldn't have been performing.
Hell no, there's no reason for
it would have been somebody, you know.
Yeah, there are no famous Atlanta singers.
Master B?
If you have, if it's Outkast, if it's Outkast, you know what? They could have just had the Migos do it. Migos could have did this whole thing, man. Migos could have did the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he could have, but Cardi was like, nah, we good. Yeah. Cardi turned it down. Would Cardi have ripped it?
Cardi would have killed it too.
She would have killed it.
She'd have killed it. Cardi would have killed it.
Jay-Z, would he have killed it?
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Could Meek have killed it?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know in that crowd. Atlanta? No,
in Philly or New York.
I don't think Meek's that big yet. Meek's not that big yet.
So he can't be.
He couldn't be. No,
he's not bigger than Travis Scott.
He's not. I mean, for that little part,
I'm saying like a showcase spot.
Not yet. Yeah, we kind of we are putting Meek up there a little too high. Relax.
So what, you said Migos?
Relax. Because Migos have popular party songs. That I'm saying they have a catalog that could rock a stadium. Meek don't have no stadium rockers. Like you could, but once again, Migos lyrical content, you can't do that at the Super Bowl. You can't.
So Jay-Z does have those stadium rockers, though.
Yes.
And Drake has a stadium rockers.
Drake could have done the Super Bowl. Yes. Drake could have done the Super Bowl.
And Cardi could have done Super Bowl.
Cardi could have done the Super Bowl. Yes.
Because of what song exactly?
Cardi?
Yeah.
I like it like
stadium
that.
Rock. So I mean, okay, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Do
we have to address the pink elephant in the room?
What's that?
Nicki.
I guess.
Could Nicki have done?
No. Maybe like 4 years ago, Nicki could have done it. Nicki could have done the Super Bowl like 4 years ago. With like super bass and all that shit. She could have done it. She could have done this like 4 years ago. On some Missy Elliott shit.
Oh shit. Well, this Super Bowl viewership falls to the lowest.
I am not surprised.
In 10 years.
Yeah, had it been Saints Rams or
in a
Chiefs
historically
Rams,
low scoring game.
Yeah, had it been Chiefs Rams or something like that, this game would have been lit. And I felt like the commercials were really good this year too. The commercials were good, and the product was crap.
What stood out for you in the commercials?
I liked the what's the name was funny to me, the Luke Wilson, the close talker. That shit was funny to me. Of course, what's the name? The NFL 100 commercial. That was top notch. That was really like that was my favorite commercial.
That was real good.
Well done, NFL. You got something right. The NFL 100 commercial was top tier for me.
Was that elevator commercial? The one when he was on the elevator.
Was that?
What was that for though? Exactly.
The close talker one? That was toothpaste.
What? That's what it was for?
The close talker with Luke Wilson? Yeah, when he was talking to everybody real close and he kept...
On the elevator?
Yeah.
That was... Okay, I didn't know what it was for.
He was a close talker. Yeah, it was a toothpaste. Yeah.
I like the commercial, though.
Yeah, it was funny.
We ain't going to see that one in that.
No, there's no way. It was too big.
It was too big. Lil Jon got a lot of love.
He did.
Because Atlanta.
Pepsi. Yeah, Atlanta too.
Atlanta.
And Pepsi. No, but that's a Coke town. But I mean, he just has that fit in there with that. So yeah, it's good.
Now, so for the people that so Kaepernick has a lawsuit right now.
Still pending. The collusion lawsuit is still
and him being blackballed. Mm-hmm. I think he still wants to play.
Of course he still wants to play. I mean, but at this point, he's how many years out of the league?
Yeah, but so that means he's injury free. That means he's completely healed. Well, that's still saying like injury free. Okay, so that doesn't mean that his skills have improved, but they haven't diminished.
The further he's out, the more reason they have not to bring him in.
Which is what they counted on.
Exactly.
So if you're the NFL, would you be content with losing a lawsuit and having to pay him something as opposed to bringing him in and just letting him play on the team?
Yeah, but we're talking about stubborn white men who have made their billions by being stubborn white men. Yeah. So why would they cave for this player who, and time will go away? Yeah. It's becoming a smaller and smaller headline every day. There's too much news in the cycle that they'll just keep feeding it until it goes away. And
that's why they could
money.
Just bring them in for less money.
No, that's why you sue their asses and you make sure that it's proven. Now we got it on wax that y'all are racist. Yeah, and that's when you really hurt them. So that's why we go about it this way. At this point, why would he even want to play in the NFL at this point? Why?
Well, we're going to be having some new football leagues coming. One is coming 2020. I think the XFL is coming 2020. I think there's something else coming too.
I think it's the U.S. Football League as well. The USFL.
That's going to chip away at their ratings as well.
You think?
It's not going to kill them, but
the NFL is a juggernaut, man.
It is.
And at this point, all you're looking at is what, like Diet NFL.
Yeah.
So it'll be. I don't think even if they try to run alongside of it, they're gonna get destroyed.
No,
it's got to be some summertime.
Yeah, well, XFL definitely not.
Yeah, some summertime shit. Some When the NFL's not on, where it will be a substitute. But if they try to run anything up against the NFL,
no, it's not going to work. Yeah, not right away. Not right away.
Cram.
But the fact that their viewership has gone down and this negative press eventually is going to just be a thorn in the side.
You know what I found wild over this whole last week was that the NBA dominated the headlines.
No doubt.
Like the Super Bowl was an afterthought the entire week for me. I was more concerned about the trades and what was going on with AD and who was being moved here and Kyrie telling them that everybody I owe you shit. Like it was a lot going on throughout the entire week that the NBA man was coasting.
Perfect segue.
What we got here?
You like this time of year?
Oh, this is Christmas, baby. This in mid-July, which is also like really around my birthday. But
you see that?
When the NBA rumors Lakers talking Jabari Parker for Caldwell Pope trade with Bulls. That's dope. I like that.
I do too.
What it gives you is I think, but when I see trades like this, I think that means I don't know what that means for Melo. Because I feel like if they're getting rid of Beasley, that's to clear out space for Melo. But if you bring in Jabari Parker, that's kind of the same guy.
Is Melo done?
I don't think so. I think that he could contribute to an NBA team right now. It's just about
Kaepernick is done. Melo's not.
Melo's not done yet. No.
Does any team want Melo?
I believe that there are teams that want Melo, but Melo wants to go where Melo wants to go. Like I'm pretty sure the Memphis Grizzlies or any Miami, any of these kind of teams could use Carmelo Anthony. But
sure, but he don't want to go there.
Yeah, why the hell would I want to go play there? No, I'm good.
As far as trades, you talking about your boy AD.
I don't know when he became my boy, but I guess
AD's not your boy.
That's not my guy. He is what Samuel Jackson is to the franchise of Unbreakable. He is Mr. Glass. Okay, he is hurt often and early and often. Always hurt. There's always something wrong with Anthony Davis. It's always something. If it's not anything wrong with him, it's because he lets his eyebrows connect, and that is stupid. It's always something wrong with Anthony Davis. Always. It's irritating. I'm over him. He's a pretty good basketball player, but that's where it stops. I'm over Anthony Davis. I want him to be traded immediately. I did like the trade for him to go to the Bucks. I think that would be interesting to see him and Giannis together. Probably won't happen, but that was the one that stood out to me.
Does he need to be on the Lakers?
He's going to be on the Lakers. I don't think that's a question
No
at this
doubt.
point. I don't think he's going anywhere else. He's going to the Lakers, and KD is going to the Knicks. Yep.
The Knicks?
KD's going to the Knicks. And I believe
That would be big for New York.
I believe KD is going to the Knicks.
How would that be received though?
KD can do whatever the hell he want to do, man. He got 2 rings now.
So I'm saying, New York would embrace him with Obama?
Oh, hell yeah. What?
Would he dig them out of the hole that they in?
He would make them viable contenders, yes. And they're going to build around KD.
Just him?
Yes. Just Kevin Durant in New York with
He's
whatever
that much
they
of a
put around.
difference maker.
First of all, New York Knicks now has space for 2 max contracts.
Yes.
Okay? They're sitting on a first-round draft pick. And I think they got a pick back from the Dallas Mavericks in the KP trade. So you got 2 first-round picks, 2 max contract opportunities. And I honestly and truly believe that they had a wink and a nod agreement with Kevin Durant, and that's why they were able to move KP so quickly. Because we don't need you here. We can shore up our draft spot.
KD in New York would here's what makes
KD.
Here's what's funny.
Might be KD and somebody else.
Here's what's funny. Here's what's funny about people though. Okay.
What's funny?
LeBron caught all this flack from going to the team number 3.
Yes.
But KD would not catch no flack from going to New York.
It's different because he already caught his flack. Okay. So if he
going to LA.
KD caught his flack for going to a 73 10 team. I mean 73 and 9 team.
Right.
That's what KD caught his flack for.
Right.
LeBron didn't catch no flack for going to LA. For what? He gave his.
Because a lot of people say he should have stayed in Cleveland.
For what? No,
I don't think he should have.
We all knew why LeBron was leaving Cleveland because they didn't have what it took to keep him there.
Then why go back? Why did he go back?
Why the who? The first time?
Yes.
Because they had
why did he leave? Why did he leave Florida and go back?
Why did he leave Miami and go to Cleveland?
Yes.
Because Cleveland had a better prospect than the aging Dwayne Wade and the shaky health of Chris Bosh. He knew what was going on there. Trust and believed. Everybody knew about that Chris Bosh injury before it started coming out in the news. And he saw what Dwayne Wade was in that Spurs finals. He couldn't do nothing with him no more. God bless him. I love you. You're my best friend, but I can't win with you no more. So he got out of there. And when he got to Cleveland, he saw what was going on. Now I don't feel like it. It was a fact. If he would have committed to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie would have committed to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Paul George was coming. They were going to trade Kevin Love to the Indiana Pacers and get Paul George in there. So it would have been Kyrie, Paul George.
You don't think that's a winning?
James.
That's a winning squad?
I think it was. I think he screwed that up.
Yeah.
I think he could have done that, but because of him being at odds with Dan Gilbert all the time, he wouldn't give him that commitment, and because he wouldn't give him that commitment, they couldn't make that trade. Right. It could have been another super team in Cleveland right now, winning championships, clearly on a collision course with Golden State Warriors, but it didn't happen.
That would have been big.
That would have been dope.
That would have been better than what we got right now.
I'm saying. So, I mean, that really changed the course of things because if you send Kevin Love to the Indiana Pacers, then Oladipo doesn't go. So then Oladipo is still like. So I think I just wanted to see what would have happened if it happened.
Yeah. So what are they gonna have to give to get Davis?
Oh, they're gonna have to give the house. That's everything. Hey, they gotta give it all up, baby. I'm talking Kuz, B.I.
Lonzo?
Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
B.I. Lonzo Ball, too.
All right, Lonzo's in there, too.
My man Josh Hart from Villanova. And
Rondo?
Not even Rondo. I mean, probably. And then Zubac, the big fella. And give me a number 1 pick, too. I want all of that.
And a number 1 pick.
And a number 1 pick because it's Anthony Davis. It's a sure thing. You be all right. You got Lance over there. You got Michael Beasley still. You can keep Tyson Chandler. And, make that shit work. But they would be getting back Tim Frazier. So you get a point guard. You got an NBA level point guard with Tim Frazier and So maybe he's your point guard going forward. And you never know what else, moves they can make. They could be bringing in Carmelo Anthony. Nick Young is still out there in free agency. J.R. Smith has not been invited back to his team, so maybe, they make a move for him. And he gets the band back together, baby.
Now, what about AD going to the Knicks?
I think that would change things for Kevin Durant going there, or maybe another, say, Kyrie Irving type of situation going there. But I don't think the Knicks are. I think the Knicks have a plan. They know what they're doing. For once in their lives, I think the Knicks know what they're doing. Quiet is kept, and that AD is not going to the Knicks. Now they may be the second hat in the table to drive the price up on the Lakers.
Yeah,
but I don't think that the Knicks are seriously going.
What about the Bucks?
That's the most. Like I said earlier, that's the most interesting one for me. Thon Maker, who has a lot of potential, who we've seen is sitting and wasting away on the back of the Milwaukee Bucks bench. Maybe New Orleans is a new place for him. He can do kind of some of those Anthony Davis things, of course on a lower scale, but he's got potential. Maybe he can be what Anthony Davis was for them. He's just stuck behind Giannis. He doesn't have the space to do what he wants to do. They got him standing in the corner. So maybe, a package with Thon Maker, Eric Bledsoe, a first-round pick. Who else they got over there? Pat Connaughton, some guys. They got, a couple guys that maybe they can package over there and send so the money matches up. And then you have Anthony Davis and Giannis. And they are kind of, the same kind of player, but they can make that shit work. He just made it work with DeMarcus Cousins. I'm pretty sure he can make it work with Giannis Antetokounmpo too.
Or the Clippers.
I know they got a coach. I'll give you that. I know that Doc Rivers is a top-tier coach because he had those guys playing at the top of the NBA in the Western Conference at the beginning of the season. And they're still in playoff contention now. I believe they're either a 7th or an 8th seed. So Anthony Davis with, playing kind of that that Kevin Garnett role in Doc Rivers' offense, and you get some, maybe a Kawhi coming over in free agency, then you got something to work with. But the Clippers are, so far, farther down the line. They got, a couple moves to make before Anthony Davis would have to really believe in what they're doing to re-sign with them.
Mm-hmm. So, word is that LaVar Ball wants Lonzo in Phoenix.
Well, he can want whatever the fuck he want. He can want it. That don't mean shit. I don't think he got that kind of pull. And as you can see, once LeBron got to LA, all that LaVar Ball shit then went out the window. And the only reason we are hearing about LaVar Ball again is because Lonzo about to get his ass up out of there. That's probably the only reason that you're hearing anything from the LaVar Ball camp. Man, LeBron got there and his ass went to Lithuania. Like, it was over with.
I'm just gonna throw this on you and spur of the moment.
There we go.
Name one player that must be traded before the end of the deadline.
One player that must be
traded.
Must be traded before the end of the deadline. Anthony Davis has got to go. That situation. They took him out of the fucking graphics when the team starts to show the play in it. They took him out the graphics, man. He's got to go. Let's think about anybody else. Let's run through these teams, man. I feel like if John Wall wasn't hurt, his ass had to go. John Wall needs to be traded. John Wall's got to go. I know that contract is nasty. Nobody's really going to trade for him.
Yeah.
Unless it's a blockbuster deal, but John Wall's got to go. Anyway, as far as anybody else, Kevin Love has got to go. Kevin Love is wasting away in Cleveland right now, man. He could really help somebody. I don't know who, but he could change maybe the Utah Jazz. Shit, he could send. I wouldn't send him back to Minnesota. They've already got Big Cat there. But New Orleans possibly could be a place for Kevin Love to land. Kevin Love can help a team, and maybe he'll get there maybe down the line. Think of that anybody else that could really help somebody that's wasting away somewhere. Nobody else really sticks out to me right now, man. Oh, Marc Gasol and Mike Conley need to be traded. They've got to go somewhere else. They've got to help somebody. I see them with the Spurs, I guess, because they've always battled against each other, and I just kind of see them in that same style. Maybe Mike Conley Jr. there. You feel that Tony Parker role would be dope. I can see him working out there.
Yeah. But definitely, I think you said something earlier about NBA really dominating the week. Unless you were watching CBS
the whole day, right?
You know what I'm saying?
And I was saying even before the Super Bowl, the Thunder and the Boston Celtics played in the Sunday Showcase, and that game I believe went to overtime. It was like 129 to 127, like that.
They're saying Kevin Love to DC.
Kevin Love to the Wizards for who though? For Bradley Beal?
Yeah.
Who are you sending there?
That's true. He ain't said yet.
Yeah. Who, man? That's wild.
Yeah, I like this. Yeah.
Kevin Love for who? Dwight Howard's contract rights. I don't want that shit. What are you sending for Kevin Love?
Now this is definitely the time historically that NBA really heats up though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is the time, man. This is we're right after the Super Bowl. You got the games back on Sunday afternoons. The NBA is really getting ready to take over. Going screaming into the playoffs around March or April. It's going to be a very, very fun and exciting time. Paul George looks really good going down the stretch to the All-Star break. Russell Westbrook's trying to figure out that jump shot. But they're right now like the third seed in the West, man. Golden State's up top now, and they're looking exactly how, everybody feared they would look with DeMarcus Cousins just sliding right in, man. It just looks real good over there. I don't know if they can be beat. Like, it looks nasty.
Dwight Howard. Yeah, he said Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard and Otto Porter.
Yeah.
That contract matches up, and if somebody is stupid enough to take Otto Porter's contract, then it might be Cleveland. If they're intentionally trying to tank, maybe they take that Otto Porter contract. Because he is garb.
Yeah.
He's garb. Garbage.
What's the finals?
The Warriors, and it really doesn't matter who they're playing. Warriors in 4.
You said in 4?
In 4. It doesn't matter who the Warriors are playing. The Warriors,
in
the
4.
Golden State Warriors, are going to sweep whoever they play in the playoffs. Period. Western Conference. I mean, okay, they may go 7 with the Rockets. They may go, if they get matched up with the Lakers, they may go 5 or 6.
There's nobody in the East that can give them any trouble.
Nah, not right now. Yeah. Unless Markelle Fultz comes back something crazy for the Sixers, and they figure out what's going on with them internally. I don't think there's anybody out here that can really touch what the Golden State Warriors are doing.
Who's your team?
My team's the New York Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my
did not know that. Okay.
Those are my guys. Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, what you giving your team 3 years to get everything?
We're a couple years away from being a couple years away.
Okay, so more than 3 years.
Yeah, it's if we get Kevin Durant, things can change immediately. Of course, with a star player. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up because we always rumored to get somebody. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You gotta stay dangerous out here. We still got James Dolan as our owner. He's finally listening to people who might try to buy the Knicks from him. So things going up and up. Everything's trending upward right now for the New York Knicks.
Oh, he said facts. Your prediction for the Warriors sweep is
whatever. Warriors
facts.
in 4. Yeah. Warriors in 4. Warriors in 4. There you
go. Last thing before we get out of here, completely unrelated.
Okay, all right. Random.
21 Savage. So 21 Savage, I know we're talking sports, but 21 Savage. Who
stole the Super Bowl? Really? That was way more important on the internet.
Than
the Super Bowl. That definitely kept everybody
trending news right there.
That's what I was talking about during the Super Bowl. 21 Savage. 21.
Does this hurt 21 Savage credibility? They have a birth certificate floating around that he is born in London, 1992.
Okay.
Does this hurt?
I don't feel like it depends on when he got to Atlanta, and it depends on. Who can vouch for him? Okay, if he was like, a kid and he came here, maybe, 8, 9, 10 years old, and then, he grew up in Atlanta, then he grew up in Atlanta. It doesn't matter where he was born.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Fuck, he was in the house. When was he outside? When was he growing up? When was he maturing? When did he build his relationships and develop into who he is right now? That's what's important. Now, if he came over here with a fucking British accent and was talking tea and crumpets and shit and completely manufactured the guy that we see now,
like Gusto.
Yeah, like if he's some MC Gusto shit, then that's not cool. But if he niggas is from everywhere. There's niggas everywhere. There's niggas in the UK. Look up grime music. Never heard of it. There's a bunch of them. It's niggas everywhere. Trust.
Niggas everywhere. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Okay, so this is not gonna hurt his music. You don't think?
I don't think so. I wouldn't stop. It's nothing to stop listening to.
I don't think so. Yeah.
He hasn't done anything fraudulent. Like,
well, they could say he manufactured the Atlanta image.
He manufactured. If he was there,
well, he was there.
Yeah, shit ain't fake. It's who he is. If you walk up on this nigga and ain't no cameras around and he's still acting like that, then I'm pretty sure that's who he is. That's how that works, right?
He's like, them fake ass bullets.
Yeah, right. I think he really was doing what the fuck he was talking about.
You know what I mean? I believe him. I believe him.
The reason he got locked up a couple years ago.
That's true.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think that he's a buster. Like the nigga just we didn't know all the way about him. Okay.
What are you playing right now?
What am I playing?
Yeah, music wise. Like what are you listening to right now?
What am I listening to right now? What am I listening to right now? That's a good question, man. I listen to a lot of stuff. What is the album I'm playing? I just started playing. What's the name again? What's my guy's name from TDE? J-Rock.
Okay.
Listen to J-Rock's album.
That's a hot album.
That's no joint. Yeah, Grammy's getting ready to come up, so I'm listening to them. Of course, listening to Daytona again. Listening to Victory Lap.
Why would you listen to that?
Why would I listen to Daytona? Because it's going to win Grammy. It's going to win Rap Album of the Year.
It should not.
I'm listening to that. I listen to Victory Lap again. If Daytona doesn't win, I wouldn't be mad if Victory Lap won.
Me even. A Victory Lap was a great album.
What else have I been listening to, man?
Designer wants off good music.
And we want you off of good music, Designer. Designer and good music shouldn't have been together in the first place.
Designer got mad that people said he fell off. He said he didn't fall off. He dropped 2 mixtapes.
Where? Who? Who heard them, Designer? Nobody care about
I've actually been listening to Soulja Boy.
Respect to check it.
I've been listening to a few. He had a few joints.
He did.
He had a few joints.
And on top of that, he was getting all of it, baby.
That's true.
He was getting all of it. He has all of his bread, man. And that's what I understand, like, why people kept disrespecting Soulja Boy. Okay, maybe not disrespecting Soulja Boy. Just, he was always a punchline. And this guy was a young CEO. He was stupid like a fox. No, that's not the same. but yeah, man, Soulja was out here doing it. And I mean, he's a bit of a clown.
He's clown-like.
He's clown-like. He has some clown characteristics. But at the same time, this guy should be championed among us because he's a young entrepreneur, and it doesn't matter. He goes out here and he's fearless. And if you lack confidence, go watch Soulja Boy. Go watch him in that Breakfast Club interview, and feel the way about your things the way Soulja Boy feels about himself.
So I've been listening to Young Dolph.
Dolph.
Yeah, Young Dolph, Dream Doll, and K Slay.
K Slay, like DJ K Slay.
DJ K Slay dropped the album. It's it's one of those DJ albums. So you got a lot of different rappers on it, type of thing. So that's
AKA Smack Your Favorite DJ.
Right, right.
Yeah. Right.
Did you catch the Tory Lanez?
Yes, Tory Lanez has been on. Okay, so he beat Joyner Lucas.
No doubt.
Spanked Joyner Lucas.
Yes.
After that, who was after Joyner Lucas? It was somebody else after
It was somebody after that. Why? It doesn't.
It wasn't right?
Yeah.
But he smoked whoever that was too.
Right.
Then came along Don Q.
Now, that's where we at right now.
Yeah,
to me.
Don Q.
Okay, so here's the issue that I have. Tory Lanez can't say when the battle's over. The people have to decide.
Yes.
He does stuff like, I'm only responding one time, that's it. You know what I mean? But if the person comes back with a good response, then you should respond to me.
Right.
Now, you can have a bad, but see, his logic is if you go and then I go, and if your first song was weaker than your second song, I shouldn't go no more. Right?
Understandable. Right.
But
I already beat you.
But most people, in a fight, you can lose a round and come back to the third round and knock somebody out.
But this is the beauty of when you can big time people now. That's what he's doing, because the people that are jumping out there aren't as noticeable and aren't as famous as him.
True.
So when Don Q says that he wants smoke and he drops a song, and it's like, okay, well, I beat that song. Now I don't have to prove anything anymore. Now the second song was a lot better.
But what says that you beat? Let's go back to Nas. Go back to Nas and Jay-Z.
It's this. It's because I'm already up here. Okay. So when you do your song and you smack at my knees, all I got to do is Little Boy again. Now if you don't go above me, if you didn't even reach my level, you didn't get here. Now the second song you raised up because you thought you set a trap and now you got me.
And that's what people do. Throw the jab. And it comes.
Sorry.
Let's go back to Meek and Drake. Go back to Meek and Drake.
Meek and Drake. Okay.
Who started it? Meek.
No, Drake started it.
No, Meek started it with the ghostwriter stuff.
Because you disrespected him by having somebody else write your lyrics for a song.
On the song that
you violated. You violated.
Okay. That's not starting it.
You violated. So
that's the action that caused him to say something.
So Meek exposed him.
Who dropped the first song?
Drake. Drake dropped all the songs.
Meek dropped some. You don't remember Meek songs? Meek dropped the song over the Undertaker beat. They sampled the Undertaker.
He dropped
which was not that good, and then he dropped another freestyle which wasn't that good, and then Drake dropped
back to back.
Yes,
he dropped Charged Up and he dropped Back to Back.
Yes,
and
Charged Up wasn't as good as Back to Back.
He did, but Drake dropped Charged Up and then he dropped Back to Back the next day. But Meek was on tour, so he couldn't get back.
What is this tour shit?
He was on tour.
Okay, Tory Lanez tried to say he was on tour,
and that's why it took so long to get back to him.
Ain't no studios on tour.
They don't want it if they're not in the right zone for that. Okay, so somebody can say, "Well, nigga, somebody said something about you," but you can't just say something back. Now you got to go into the studio. You got to punch in vocals. You got to do it. You got to think of rhymes to fight. Sometimes it don't take time, nigga. I'm touring right now. I got time to make diss records about you, nigga. When I'm performing right now and making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's fine.
So Meek wasn't ready when he said it, nigga. When I finish with this tour, I'm gonna get at you, and that's what he did.
Who said that Back to Back was better than anything that Meek put out?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying how do we make the assumption that Drake won?
So I don't feel like Drake really beat Meek. All right. So as far as songs, Drake's songs were better, right? Because Drake made catchy tunes and he had the internet to beat him,
and he had people singing the song.
Okay, but in real niggership, Meek won. Meek never was down. It was okay. I'm battling back and forth with the biggest rapper in the game right now, and all you're really doing is every time that you mention me is giving me more notoriety. And what came out of it? Meek is now the most prominent rapper in pop culture right now.
Go back to Jay-Z and Nas.
Okay,
Jay-Z threw the shots first.
Did he?
Yes.
Did
Takeover came out before Ether.
But I think Nas was throwing thinly veiled shots.
Yeah, but we can't count subs because you can't count subs because a line here or a line there.
Okay, so take over J-Bomb first.
Yeah. So true. So now Takeover was hard. When I first heard Takeover, I said there's nothing he can do to top this. And it was like 6 months passed, and then he dropped Ether. Ether was fire. Who says, how did we make the determination that Ether was better? Like the streets, this was just something from the streets.
It was because it was the first. I really don't think that Ether was better than Takeover, and I don't think that Ether was better than Super Ugly. I felt like Super
Ugly was terrible.
I felt like Jay won. Like he beat him. I felt like
you're the first I
felt like Ether was very, very good. I just felt like
so Ether, Takeover. Which one is better?
Takeover
is a better song.
Yes. I feel like what happened with Ether was the novelty of it was, oh shit, somebody went at Jay-Z. Damn, and it's good.
True. That's true.
It's good. Oh, Jay-Z, he took a hit. Damn, this is crazy. And it's the best. It's better because you impressed us more. We felt like you've been kicking this knowledge for so long. Now, oh shit, you really can battle. You really nice for real. Okay, this is what solidified Nas as one of the. He already had some great projects, but Nas can get at you too.
But this is my thing. Okay, if you strip away the beat, because I think that Takeover was a better track, but either the lyrics was super disrespectful.
It was fire. I didn't say it wasn't a good song. I didn't say it wasn't.
I just think it
great.
was. Let's strip the and if it was straight acapella versus acapella.
Mm-hmm. It was a good
Who
song.
had a better verse?
Nas shit was fire. Yes, it was a good.
So
song.
Nas' verse was better.
If we strip it down to the lyrics bar for bar, yeah. Nas hit harder because it was a whole song.
Me, yeah.
It was a whole song.
To me, whoever goes second usually wins.
Yeah, of course.
Because you get a chance to respond.
Jay was a couple of bars.
Yeah.
Jay was a 16, and Nas did a whole song.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
And then when he did Super Ugly, he finished him.
Super Ugly was whack though.
It wasn't, but it was
Super
about
Ugly.
it was the content of it that killed him.
Yeah, but see, now it gets to the point. See, and here's why I borderline did not. For a long time, I said Takeover was better. Mm-hmm. Now, I personally like Takeover better.
Right.
But I think that Nas won the streets, as far as the streets
Right.
go.
Because it was, oh shit, somebody finally hit him.
But I didn't like Super Ugly because I felt that Super Ugly, he decided to do the Nas shit. Like when you get too personal and it stops getting clever and creative, then I think it's phony. Like I left condoms in the baby seat. I thought that was whack.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I thought that was whack. It's just like that's not rap. You just saying I fucked your baby mother. Or something. Oh, like I know. I mean.
But he did tell him to chill. He said, because you know who did what you know who. So
yeah,
let's keep that between me and you.
That's true.
He told him to chill. He told him.
That's true. That's true. So you think he knew at that point?
Yeah, he had to have known.
Yeah.
Because you know who.
So why would you do either then?
Exactly.
Because you know, if I'm already saying what's in the clip.
Exactly, and you did it anyway.
So you saying you wanted me to put it out. I guess he didn't have no choice but to put it out there. Man. Getting back to touring. Yeah. He thinks that he's the best rapper in the game.
Yes, he does.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with thinking that.
Yeah, of course. It's hip hop spirit. Go ahead, kid.
But he's trying to bait in J. Cole.
He's trying to bait in Eminem. He's trying to bait in J. Cole. He is swinging for the fences right now.
I think it's a good way to swing, but I don't think he can see any of them.
No, he's trolling, and he's trying to take up this Tekashi 6ix9ine role, and it's not him. But the kid's talented, so
he's very talented. He can sing and rap.
He can rap his ass off. He really can.
Yeah, he can.
So he just setting out the bait, and whoever takes it, takes it, and he'll cook him. And if you don't engage with him, if you ignore him, then it's like
he'll keep it moving.
Yeah, he'll just keep it moving. Like
because so many rappers call out.
I think you tried it with Pusha and J. Cole already once. I think.
Yeah, well, Pusha. I would love for him to knock out Pusha because
he's not going to knock out Pusha.
Well, since you brought up Pusha T.
Yes.
How do you determine? See, you come from the school of thought that Pusha T beat Drake. Is that what you're saying?
He did.
Based on what?
Better songs with harder hitting. Like, come on, Diamond.
He
don't
didn't.
do this.
He
don't
only responded
this.
one time, so we got one more response that could come at any point in time.
Drake. He could respond
Drake
at any point in time.
only responded one time.
But at this point in time,
the battle's still going on.
But he cooked them, Diamond.
How he cooked
them, Diamond?
How he cook them?
Go look back and listen to the song, Diamond.
I listened to it.
He cooked them, Diamond. He cooked them, and that's what I'm saying. And he cooked them to the point that all of Drake's memorable lines are about Kanye.
Because Kanye is the reason this whole thing happened.
No, it's not.
Let's strip it away.
40's the reason all this happened.
Let's listen to you believe that
40
crap?
spilled the beans.
Kanye did it, and so here's the thing.
I don't think Pusha would lie for Kanye.
Let's strip everything away.
Okay.
Take the beat away. Mm-hmm. Let's analyze the lyrics. The lyrics that Pusha T said, you got a baby with a stripper, ultimately. Mm-hmm. You didn't want us to know, okay.
Yeah, because Drake brought up his daughter. Because
that's these bars. That's not bars.
It's because of the rules that Drake set out, because he thought that it was going to really hurt or sting Pusha by mentioning his wife's name in a bar. Okay,
I think that's just like Jay-Z. I think it's just like Jay-Z. When Jay-Z alluded to Carmen.
No.
We don't know.
Not, hell no, it's not the same, Diamond. Not in any way, shape, or form. Because what Jay-Z was doing was letting us know that he had sex with. What Pusha was letting you know was something to let him know that he was less of a man. That's what that was about. It wasn't about airing his dirty laundry. It was about that you can't fuck with me because you are hiding a child. And no man on my level would ever hide a child. That's why he killed him, Diamond. That's why he did him like that. It wasn't because it wasn't spilling tea. It was like, yo, you a sucker.
So hiding a child from the public, You don't have to bring your child. There's a lot of rappers who don't bring their child. Everybody's not DJ Khaled and bringing their son out. So because we did not know about Drake's son, doesn't mean he was high. Now who the fuck is we? We don't need it. We don't need his grandmother. We don't know who his grandmother is either.
When you're a public figure, your life is now the public.
Yeah.
And if Drake being who he is, why would we not know about your child? What difference does it make?
We were preparing to roll out.
He was preparing to roll out.
The rollout was coming.
So what? He and it got out because loose lips sink ships, and most of those ships are friendships. No, it was 40.
Why would 40? 40 is on the team.
He was pillow talking, baby. That's all he was doing. Was pillow talking was with the guy, and the girl they got the stuff from. That's where he got the information from.
So how did it come to Pusha T?
Because she was also philandering with some, I guess, one of his almost, somebody else group.
So you trying to say this was he say, she say, he say, he say.
If that's how you want to put it.
No. This now the likelihood.
Gotta tighten up your circle, chief.
Listen to this. The likelihood. And the only reason he say, she say, he say, he say. But no, the more likelihood is what Drake said.
The only reason that this came out.
He told Kanye during the sessions of the Ye album, and that's how he found out. Because how the hell you gonna produce a beat? Your artist, you put it out, you ain't know he was dissing me. How does this work exactly?
Kanye didn't put it out. Kanye didn't put the information out because Drake already has information on Kanye. So why on earth would I tell something that's in the long run going to get me fucked up?
Why would you allow it to come out then? If you're using that philosophy,
because he can't control what Pusha do.
How?
And if Pusha got the information and Pusha wants to go through with it, and that's what he got to do.
Now, this is the last point on this. The song got a lot of buzz. The song got him clout because he was clout chasing. It wasn't on his album. It didn't help his sales or raise his profile at all.
Oh, yes, it did. Diamond, I can't believe you are saying this right now. This man is Grammy nominated right now.
Not because of the diss.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Either his notoriety has come and is risen because of said diss, or it was just a quality album. Which one was it?
The album.
It's got to be one or the other.
Sonically was quality. The production was quality.
Exactly. The lyrics were quality. The lyrics match.
No.
Diamond. No. Diamond. This. Everybody else thinks this. I'm not the Academy.
I mean, a lot of people think it. A lot of people think it.
Because it's true. Because it's true. It took things to a different level. It wasn't about what it took. It took drug deal rap to another level. He's refined it.
So this is his blueprint.
So to speak.
This is his Illmatic.
So to speak, it's his best album. If that's what we're doing, what we're doing, if we're saying it's his best album, yes.
Yeah, but he's
and I won't say that. And I won't say that it's his best album because My Name is his best album. But this is the album that he gets his attention for. I need to listen to his
music because I have only ever played the singles.
Are you serious?
I've only ever played the singles.
Are you serious? Yes.
Yeah, I've only played the clip singles, and I've only played.
When we get off the radio now, when we end this show, we gonna start with My Name is I'm just gonna play some fire.
Okay.
From some fire Pusha tracks for you.
Okay.
So that you can understand what's going on with this guy and why Drake should have never touched him in any way, shape, or form.
He started it.
No, he didn't start it.
He tried to bait it. He tried to bait in Wayne. He tried to bait in Lil Wayne.
Yeah, because
Lil Wayne didn't even whatever. Mr. Me Too, my ass, whatever.
Fuck Pusha T and anybody that love him. You never heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. I never liked him. I never liked Pusha T. I never liked him. I never trusted him.
Some reverse ass New Jack City shit.
I never liked
you dark skinned niggas ever.
I never trusted him. All I know, he had me set up. All right, we gotta get. I mean, he's a good rapper. He's a good rapper. He's going
to win Album of the Year.
I hope not. I think it would be. Sake. It's a sad state of affairs.
Really?
If he wins.
No, it's not. It's not a sad state of affairs. It's a great album. It's a great album, and it deserves to be Album of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period.
So he's saying it was shock factor. I agree.
That cover?
Yeah.
That cover was such an afterthought, man. That was just Kanye.
Why did he pay 50K for that? That was the promo.
Okay,
I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm so glad he brought this up. He paid 50K for promo that nobody would have paid attention to the album. Thank you so much for reminding me about that Whitney Houston thing.
And what that cover is, it was art. And here's the interpretation of it. What you saw
I saw exploitation.
You saw exploitation. And what I saw was the ugly side of drug dealing and what he's telling and what he tried to do with it. What he depicted there was with the money and the fame and the fortune, shit can get out of control. And it doesn't matter who you are. You can be Whitney fucking Houston and look at how she was living on the way out. Because she let that shit spin completely out of control. And that's what Daytona's cover was about.
But here's the thing. He got play that he would have never got. He got looks that he would have never got because of that. And that's
exactly what it was supposed to do. Who are we talking about here? Who owns that record label? Mm-hmm. They work together well.
There you have it. All right. So we'll be back next week. We will be officially knee deep in NBA season.
Yeah, baby.
So this is
Adios football. See you later. The hell out of here. Yeah, it's your boring ass championship game. I guarantee you that the NBA playoffs will be a lot better, and hopefully,
definitely.
Hopefully, we get a good NBA finals this year.
Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention.
What's up,
Ed Reed?
Hey man, congratulations, Ed.
Did he deserve that?
Hell yeah, Ed Reed. First ballot,
no doubt,
100%. He should have went in.
I thought he was gonna get jerked.
Hell no, they couldn't jerk Ed Reed.
People would have been pissed.
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous. No, Ed Reed is the best NFL safety to ever play the game, man. Gave you everything you wanted. Shout out to Sean Taylor.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
All right.